I'm live. We're rolling.
I'm alive.
Okay, I'll pick. Can you mind if I start? Because my first topic's pretty short.
Is it?
And then you can have it, and then I will kick it back to me. So I went to have dinner this evening. Just a little feel-good story. It's one of those days.
Okay.
We've been listening to Limp Bizkit the other day. What was that? Break stuff. Just one of those days. Anyways, I went to have lunch or dinner by myself, and I go up to sit at the bar at Waldo's right down the road. I love Waldo's. And I had my chicken sandwich, and I'm going to cash out, and he goes, "It's already paid." I'm like, "Well, who paid it?" He goes, "I don't know." I said, "Are you sure it's not a glitch?" And he goes, "No." So we went and got another little register, and he's like, "No, somebody paid it for you." I was like, it was an empty bar. There was only like a couple people there. I didn't even see anybody leave. But what do you know? Just out of the blue, somebody paying it for it. I've never had that happen. It's happened to me like at a drive-through randomly, but I've never had my dinner paid for sitting at a restaurant.
I love that.
It was incredible.
I love that you experienced that.
Yes, it was exactly what I needed today. Although my day's been pretty good. It's just been a little bit hectic. But
now, please
I just wanted
do
to start
it for
off with
someone
that.
else.
Well, I left him a really nice tip.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I know, but the tip was pretty nice too.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know we tend to be really good tippers, but
when I think about that story, I think about David Spade.
That's so great.
David Spade saw Adam Sandler in like a small group of people. You know what I'm talking about, right? David Spade?
Yes.
Tommy Boy?
Yeah, of course.
And he goes to show off, and he goes, "You know what?" He went over there, he did his little song and dance, a few jokes, and he goes to leave, and he's like, "Just let me pay for it." And he gets home, and he gets a credit card alert, like fraud alert, and it was like for $14,000 or something like. He's like, "What?"
Don't try to big dog Sandler.
Yeah, so that's why I probably would not offer to pay for somebody's meal at a restaurant. It's a little different than seeing one person, in a car behind you. How much are they going to order?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't
Anyways,
know.
That's how I figured I'd start off with a feel good story.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
If they're behind me in the drive-thru.
I literally said out loud, "Thank you, Jesus." I was like, "Glory to Him."
Awesome.
I'm getting better at that too.
Good.
Yeah.
Appreciation, gratitude in the moment, very important.
Now let's hear your
Very
story.
important. By the way, in the drive-thru, make sure you look back, because if it's a minivan, I'm probably going to think about it twice.
That's exactly right.
I'm just saying.
If I can't see just one person,
Yeah.
I think you'd just be responsible. Like, how much is their order? You know what I mean?
That's
Is
true.
it under $20?
Yeah.
Then
Be like, if it's a Suburban,
Yes.
or it's the dude ordering for the office.
Yeah.
Like, you're so screwed.
Exactly.
But that's pretty funny. Nephew made a joke about me getting haircuts, but the reason, I wear a hat here and there, but I had to have a hat on, and it's very loosely on because I'm at the gym and I'm using some weights, and I go to put it back at a wall mount on the wall rack.
Let's see it.
And it's not that bad right now, but I'll show you pictures later.
You got a bump.
And a gash. And I go to swing these over, and I lean right into this, and it was the lip. And when I tell you, bro, it rung my bell.
Oh, yeah.
My teeth just gnashed together. All of a sudden, I stepped back, and I went, "Oh." And, bro, it was like the tunnel came in, and then thank God it just opened right back up. So I walk into the restroom, and next thing you know, I come out, and I've got paper towels on my forehead, and it's soaked in blood, even though it's this little thing, but it's your head, you're bleeding. And I got this bump, and I got this thing, and I go home, and I got this pounding headache, and I'm like,
That was today.
that was a couple days ago.
Oh,
No,
okay.
not today. If it was today, no, I came from work. I wouldn't have been able to sit here and do it. Like, I felt my heartbeat in the back of my head. Like, it was so bad. Thanks for caring here, nephew. He's just like, yeah, get it, you bald.
Speaking of your nephew and my son, I was thinking about him the other day, and it crossed my mind. I try to say thank you to him a lot for how much help. I realized I couldn't do this without him. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't want to. Brennan, I want to personally say thank you so much. You are so appreciated. He produces the whole thing.
Yep.
He makes all the clips.
Yep.
He's doing the whole show now, and I don't know what to do with my hands.
Very nice.
A little callback.
Yeah.
But I was like, It's like the greatest relief. Like I feel my anxiety going down, not being responsible for getting this out, and he's doing so good.
And
he forgets a little bit every now and then. He's a young
but he's
man,
doing stuff
busy,
too. He's also working.
He's
got a life,
and he loves doing this. He's appreciative for the opportunity, and I don't know. It's really just,
and he's actually quite good at the clips without direction.
Okay, so this is what blew my mind. Every now and then, I'll catch a video and I watch his instinct to know who. There's 3 cameras going on here. You saw me try to do 2 cameras one time, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
but to have the instinct to know when to go to the next camera,
agreed.
I'm shocked how good he is at that. Brennan, what is your secret there?
I don't know. I just do it.
It's just instinct. You just got a gut feeling.
Yeah,
I'm proud of it.
I am too. It's not easy.
Yeah, I just want to tell that to everybody. We're really grateful
Agreed.
for Brennan. He's incredible. So I was thinking, he could start setting up podcast studios.
I send him very little notes. Like with you, I used to send you like detailed numbers and all that, remember? And I might send him 1 or 2 and I'm like, see, or what I'll do now actually is I'll be like, here's this broad one. Look at this and see what's good there. He hasn't sent me one thing I don't like.
So I had to cover.
He's so good.
I had to cover for him for one day.
Yeah,
He was busy, and I was like, and you send me. I was like, what do you want, Carlos? Because I didn't look at it. I want this little section here, and I send it to you, and you're like, that's confusing. Well, dude, I don't know what to tell you.
I was like, now I'm going to have to work into the caption because I was like, well, people, please read this before you watch it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I've kind of gotten spoiled by it too.
Well, also, Brennan, does Lucy help you out quite a bit? He processes the video, runs it through Lucy. How much does she help?
Not as much anymore because I haven't been paying for it, so it's been terrible. So I've just been going off.
Dude,
Well, I have that now, but I didn't have.
Why didn't you say something to me? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he did
Don't
really
shit
good.
on Lucy, man.
Well, it wasn't her, it was me.
Oh, okay.
He's owning
I
it.
couldn't afford to keep paying the thing, and it's not as good when you don't pay for it.
Yeah,
That's what.
that's life.
Hey, there's a joke there.
Okay, I got something for you.
All right,
And
hit
we'll
me.
just jump right into
Let's
it. So
go.
if you can't tell, it's just Carlos and I and Brennan back here. And I wanted to read something to you. It's by Benjamin Franklin.
Okay, I already know the quote.
Do you?
I guarantee you, it's the same one.
Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty or safety, nor safety.
It's the exact quote I was thinking of.
Why? Because I've been pitching. I've been throwing stuff.
Because of the topic. And I wouldn't say
we haven't
pitching.
talked about the topic.
You told me what the topic was.
Yeah, but we haven't talked to them about the
Right.
topic.
So as soon as you did that, that's immediately what I went to, especially since I have recently commented on Facebook regarding
Have you?
flock cameras, which is
that's
our
what I wanna know.
topic.
Yeah. And I just got to say, first and foremost, I have felt inspired in the last couple weeks at the patriotism I've seen on the internet. This flock thing, if you're unaware of it, it's like 115, 120,000 cameras that have popped up over the last couple of years that our tax dollars are paying for a privately owned company that's, I think, from Sweden or something, that's collecting all of our data. And we know they collect our data with our cell phones, but we have our Fourth Amendment rights. But they've exceeded what they had pitched to all these it's our local governments that are buying into this, not our national government. So anyways, I was driving, when I saw it all, everybody's been talking about them. And I was like, if you want to live in the city, that's what you get. I'm going to the country. I don't have to deal with it. Well, I was wrong. I'm in the middle of nowhere and I'm driving and I pass this. I was on a little back road and right at it wasn't even a 4-way stop, a little T intersection. There's a flock camera in the country. And I was like, oh God, we have problems. And these cameras not only collect your license plate, they are designed to pick up any like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, anything that produces a signal. So not only will they know your vehicle, and it's an AI surveillance system. So it's not just a little flash camera when you go through a red light that if there's an accident, they can pull the closed caption. This is totally different. This is a database that's being constructed to identify you as an individual, the style of vehicle you have, like it knows everything about it, and every passenger in the car based on the devices they carry with them. And my algorithm's broken. It's all, I won't call them vigilantes. I'll call them American patriots that are running around with these masks on, cutting down these flock poles. And I am just having the best time watching it. It is incredible. But I thought, cutting them down is great. That's fine because they're putting them up without permission. Like there's no DOT certification. There's a lot of issues with cameras because apparently when you put stuff so close to the road, there's got to be breakaways. It's got to be DOT certified. And these things aren't safe in any way. They're just sticking them in the ground without permission. I think it
was very much a loophole. My boss and I were talking about this. It started with parking garages. I remember going to Nashville and they'd have plate readers. Yep. And sure, somebody had a warrant, this, that, or the other, that would pop up. But I was like, I had a moment where I'm like, oh, this is convenient. I don't need to stop and go put my license plate in and go put what spot I parked in. And when I drive out, it charges me. And then all of a sudden, flock cameras were everywhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, hey, have you heard about this? No. There's 114 in Murfreesboro all of a sudden.
Yeah. And our local government is responsible for this. So I heard the greatest rebuttal to this.
Okay.
This concerned citizen had a great speech. I'd love to find it and send it to you. And he goes, for the safety of our elected officials and their families, we propose, and I'm butchering this, but essentially we propose an AI surveillance system that tracks every movement of our elected government officials, not just elected, but government employees, period, and their families, so we can ensure that they're safe and sound. But his argument was so good. I thought they would die.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It.
Because you see all these stories where people are being arrested falsely out of state. Like they're losing their jobs because the AI camera got one digit off and people are just being convicted on the spot and they're having to prove their innocence by providing their own, like finding people with a Ring camera to prove, look, see, I was here. This couldn't have been me. I mean, it's insane that we're having to prove our innocence, not the state trying to prove our guilt. So I've just been really passionate about watching it, and I thought, man, there should be a movement started.
Already started.
Look, I am so behind on this.
Yeah.
It is incredible.
There's a website you can go donate money to the American Patriots.
Yeah.
And for supplies. And,
bandsaws, portaband. That's your best tool,
everything.
Portaband. I wouldn't suggest cutting one of these down, but I did see somebody had a great idea. They were climbing them, which I think is crazy to climb the pole. I'm like, look, I can invent something that has a little sticker roller. And I thought F-Flock would be pretty funny. Well, I ain't the first to think of it. There's an F-Flock, F-U-C-K. I'm trying not to cuss so much, but no, I had a problem there. But anyways, they got these screw flock, F-Flock stickers that people are putting over the lenses, which I think's awesome too.
That's
if you don't want to be arrested for, what would you call it? Destruction of private property.
Yeah,
I don't even know. We're paying for it. You know what I mean?
I mean, are we?
But
though?
You just need a little pole with a little sticker roller, like a little
cover. Yeah,
like a little paint roller sticker.
Yeah.
As it pulls off, you can just walk by and swipe them. It's pretty crazy how these people are just masking up and just going out like in public, cutting them down with a bandsaw. I thought, man, this is wonderful. I'm just so proud that it's created this patriotic movement, not just in the U.S., but across the world right now. Like other countries are like, the Americans said F that, and we should too.
I think it all goes back to COVID and them pushing to see how far they could take us. How far?
Hold on. I've got issues. What is going on? Whose camera? Why does this happen to us?
It's called Murphy's Law, brother.
Why is it happening? Is something not plugged in good? Hold on. It's got to be something like this. It's going crazy right now. It's going crazy right now. Yours. That camera's off, so it has to be this one. It's that weird, crazy sound that I had whenever it was like feedback through the audio cables. And I thought we fixed it. What about now? I don't know shit now, but it's just randomly coming up. I guarantee it's coming through the Through the audio. That's why I wear audio headphones.
Yeah.
Sorry for the distraction there.
That's all right. We can cut that out.
Well, I'll keep going. I don't know. What it's right there. Did you see it on the thing? You didn't see that. You didn't see d just like that. The hell is it?
I don't know. I think the government's attacking you with a psyop for coming at the flocks.
While we're waiting here, the more I've thought about that Sarah chick, the more I've realized she probably was. Once I learned.
Thank you.
So I've recently been watching this the CIA guy. God, I'm getting off track.
Yeah.
We'll stick with Flock. But when I learned how they do it, it's so subtle.
Developing an asset.
It's so subtle.
She was a spy.
I was undevelopable.
You were so close. You were basically like, here, develop me. Get out of here.
Sorry, we got distracted. But what it got me thinking about was local politics, which I've never been involved in. I just generally ignore them, and I go for the national elections. But
those are important, but if you want to change something, you got to do it where you live.
Think about what's happening. It's happening at the local level.
Yeah, it all starts here.
Our elected officials are allowing this and paying for it with our tax dollars. And I'm like, okay, they're not. We don't just need to attack Flock. We need to see who voted for what is my thought process.
Absolutely.
Like, who is voting this stuff in? And they should be, what would you say? You could easily say exposed. That's not the word I'm looking for. But I think that people have got to get, I'm 49 and I'm just now thinking about the local elections, but it's never too late.
No, it is. It's never too late.
Yeah, and I thought, we have got to start paying attention and talking about it and sharing it between us.
But it's very important to be educated.
Not that I want to be a political channel.
No, but you should know who you're voting for. I believe in that
Benjamin Franklin book.
1,000%. The government doesn't ever give power back.
Never.
So the more we allow them to take, the less we're going to have. Mm-hmm. And, we were talking about this. If we weren't such a well-armed society, we'd already be in some sort of dystopian dictatorship. 1,000%. Americans can only take so much.
It's that there's an idea around, I've said this before on here, but like if you had a dog chained up in your backyard and it's got, say, 10, 15 feet of leash, and then all of a sudden you remove all the chains and you give it a foot, it's going to freak out. It can't handle it. Mm-hmm. So what you do is you take out one link a day and incrementally, and before it knows it, it's chained up right to the pole and doesn't even realize it. And that is exactly how they do it. They're very subtle. They sell it as this, but realistically it's this. And it's all about control.
What people need
and
to stop,
profit. It's always profit. They're selling our data.
Always profit. What people need to your first point, what people need to realize is that they can't just blindly follow either side.
No.
There's people that are like, well, if the government said it, it's okay. So much so that we become self-policing. I don't want to be associated
with those people.
Neither do I. But I have to go to COVID because that's where it all started, where people were like, rat your neighbor out. Here's a 1-800 number. And all the Karens of the world were like, I saw Carlos in the backyard barbecuing and he was 2 feet away from the, like, really? They're showing their hands,
Thank God for our Constitution, because they can temporarily remove our rights. And we have a way with the Supreme Court. This is the greatest country. That document is the greatest document ever written. Our forefathers were so brilliant. But they had thousands of years of experience. You can probably thank the Greeks for this. I think they invented democracy, to be honest. But I don't know. It's pretty incredible. It's got me wanting to educate myself a bit more and getting involved a bit more.
Local politics. I vote at every local election now.
Yeah, but how are you gathering your intel on who to choose?
So you can look up public records. You can look up their voting. You can look up their beliefs.
It should be so obvious. Voting records should be so obvious.
It's not. It takes a little bit of work, which most people will shy away from or not waste their time. With the bigger, like, presidential candidates, there's websites where you can go and be like, I want to know what they voted for. I want to know this. And they do the work for you.
Yeah, but with AI now, it should be so simple that you show the candidate. It shows what they claim they were going to basically implement, the things
how they backed
vowed.
it up. Yeah.
And how consistent were they? Like Facebook had, I think it was Facebook, all the sites had like a what would you call it? Like an accuracy rating, like a third party
Yes,
accuracy rating based on news organizations. And you could look 88% accurate, da 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 da. It should be that obvious when you go to vote for someone. It should be their record and how consistently that they
Not
follow.
that I would trust Facebook either.
No, I'm not talking
You
about
know?
Facebook. I'm just
Yeah.
saying we can have an independent, community ran. It should be local. It shouldn't
I
be this
think it
national
should
thing.
be local,
We
yes.
should take back our influence locally.
Right.
And that's where it starts.
Because
I'm not
we
really
can
worried
be-
about what Shelbyville's doing. I don't live in Shelbyville. I
We need
care
to worry
this
about
town.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee, 100%.
And I think if you kind of model that all across the country, but when people try to scale it and sell it is when it's a problem. That's when it becomes corrupted. As soon as it's an organization, it's
Let me make it
easily
easy,
corrupted. Yeah.
and then it's a money grab.
People just got to get involved. Otherwise, you will lose all your liberties.
Absolutely.
And you deserve it.
And when you were talking about information, part of the conversation I was having with my boss on the flock cameras this morning, they have them all up and down. They are tracking your patterns. So they know when you go where, to the gym, to Target, to whatever. So if I'm picking up your phone and I know that Nathan goes to Schlotsky's, to Waldo's, and Target, they're going to hit you with everything they can to, hey, this is his demographic. This is the area he's in. Let me hit him with advertisements for these stores, this stores, this store. That's another line of profit for these companies. Let me sell these to advertising companies. We are the product, you know?
We exist in this hierarchy. And when you consolidate power at the top, which it does, but power also corrupts, and you see a handful of people that become compromised with access to this much power. And I'm seeing it being misused all over the country. People are getting arrested because they found some girl they were interested in. And not only do they know their plate number, they can pull up their entire, they know where they're going to be and when they're going to be there. So people are stalking. Yeah. Imagine you get in a relationship with someone that's the ex of some, what would you say, just some local official that decides they're jealous because people are easily corrupted. Their emotions get involved, and you give them access to that much power. They're destroying people's lives, and they can make a case against you easily. And now it's not so. Now you got to prove your innocence with this technology because AI said
is too great.
So I'm excited that I think 30-something cities have pulled the contract. It's unfortunate they've already spent all these. No telling how much money. I mean, Flock's a $10 billion company now.
Look around. We waste plenty of money.
I know.
I'd rather be like, well, that's gone, but I've got a little bit of my liberty back. Now, there's the other side of the argument where bad guys have been caught and lives saved, this, that, and the other.
That's so rare. The amount of bad that it does not outweigh the good.
But I agree with you. I think it's a fine line we're walking, and we're giving away entirely too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all I got. That's as I learn, I may share more, but I'm getting really excited about these Instagram channels that are out there doing their civic duties.
And you know what? Social media, let's talk about it. And real quick, people, if it's free, you're the product. Yeah, remember
that's
that.
100%.
And I'm all over social media. I know what I'm doing, which is why, like, he gets mad. I'm private about this, that, or the other. Not mad, but like, there's things I won't touch. I know I misspoke there, but if Facebook's free,
as long
Twitter's
as you don't misgender me,
you shut up, girl. But Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything's free. Get on there, do this stuff, guys. You're the product. We are what they're selling, what they're peddling. And then we become their puppets because we start selling stuff for them. We're giving them endless amounts of information to make more money. And we're telling them what we like to keep us hooked. So just keep that in the back of your head. It's pretty easy to just go, well, the government's got all my stuff anyway. Because I say that plenty of times too. Yep. And convenience is the first thing that we give up our liberties for.
Yep.
Like, this makes things a little easier. You already got my fingerprint. I was in the military. You got my blood. You got my this. You got my that. Like, we're giving it away.
Well, speaking of social media, did you see that MySpace is making a comeback?
So I just recently heard about this.
I think it's true.
This is how things get started, right? It could have been a rumor. Let's test it.
And
now it'll come back. But all I know is I'm in my 40s. I don't know who my top 8 are going to be. Like, I got songs. I wish I could remember my password to MySpace.
I bet you money I can still log into MySpace.
I bet you could.
But it's a generic, like, it doesn't look like MySpace.
No,
I've been on it just
so
to
it's
see
like
if
a
it still
comeback?
existed. No. A few years ago, I just kind of, I don't know if I logged in or found it, but it looks so generic. You know how when
Yeah.
cell phones would allow you to go to websites before they were really
Okay. Yeah.
formatted for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but it still exists. There's still a server, I guess, hosting all that data. But I keep seeing these not ads, but like people talking
was it
about it making a
Tom?
comeback.
Tom was everybody's
Tom's making
friend.
a comeback.
Like,
He still looks young
let's
too.
go. Well, it's the
But it's
same
supposed
picture.
to be no algorithms, no, no more.
No such thing. I refuse to believe that. Algorithms
fun,
are
though.
everywhere. But all I know is like you'll know when I'm mad at Nathan because he moves to number 3 on my top, or like
I don't
couples
remember that.
breaking up. So you could put your favorites, and,
Favorite
like,
people.
Yeah. So you know how like on Facebook,
That's hilarious.
when you look up your thing, like it's just whatever friends are there. I'm sure there's a rhyme and reason.
You can
but
rank people.
you can rank your favorites. Your best friends are up there. So it's always like your girlfriend or your wife and your kids and like your best bud or whatever. And then people started making a big deal about it. Like, Becky, did you see that Tom moved me down to number 3? I said, I just said something about his wife. I didn't mean anything. I wonder if this was why. And it became like a status thing. So I'd like you to bring that back. Because, and can we make one for work so I can let everybody know where they're at with me? Because I let me tell you, I would have a lot of fun with this.
Okay.
It would change daily.
Well, I just try not to keep people on my thing, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I don't think I would play that game. I don't think I ever played it. The only thing I liked was like the music, seeing what people are listening to.
Well, you could
I
have
found a lot of good music that
your
way.
profile had
Well, I found good
a
music.
theme.
I found good music that my friends were sharing. I found some great stuff that way. That's what I kind of
Yeah, we can share our Spotify list.
Yeah, but it was a designated place to see what my friends were listening to, and it was kind of awesome. You can do that through Apple, but it's more complicated. Anyway,
Yeah, I like Spotify. We can just
that's really all I had. I ain't got nothing else. I can't stand Spotify. I don't use Spotify. I probably should. I need to get out of this Apple.
He's just
ecosystem.
kidding since we're on Spotify. Thank you for hosting us.
We're also on Apple, and I use Apple.
Stop bashing.
I don't use. Listen, I got friends that only use Spotify, and then when we go to share music, like I have to do this conversion, go over and find it in Apple, figure out what it's called, go over to Spotify, search for it there, copy, paste. Send.
all of our subscribers that watch and listen while they're at work.
There's like 12.
That we got a little more than 12, buddy.
Not many.
And Taylor, my nurses, Cheryl, my good friends, they're listening on shift or driving back and forth, and they're like, well, I don't have YouTube Premium, so I can't leave it playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
It's Spotify that's got us, man.
Okay. Well, we also have Apple.
And we also have Apple. There's 12 people there.
What else we got? This is going to be a short episode, I'm sure.
we're just feeling. We're gonna have we're gonna do some like guests, and then we're gonna do some like just downloads and some
Thanks for letting me
chill.
know.
This is really good. We decided this together.
I looked at your Instagram today. Somebody recommended to me today. I was having a great conversation with this gentleman. He goes, you should start a podcast. Love it down.
Maybe he paid for your dinner.
No. And anyways, I was like, well, we believe it or not, we do. And this is what it's called. And I said, it's my buddy Carlos. And I went to your page to share it because he's like, what do you call it? And I said, it's just random thoughts on YouTube, Nathan Carroll. And I said, but my buddy Carlos is here. And I looked and you have 22,000 followers. What in the world, man? You're a motivated son of a gun.
It's been I'm also a pretty blessed guy because I've got a metric ton of support.
I don't know how you
And-
do it. I couldn't look at that many comments.
But here's the thing: it's not overwhelming at all. First of all, this is fun. This isn't work.
This is fun.
This is fun.
This is the
I
part that's not
preset our postings. Like that's I tell Brendan, I'm like, hey, knock these out for me so I can set it and forget it. Like I leave it like, hey, here's one for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Have a great day. I'm going about my business.
I love you really taking it upon yourself to make these incredible thumbnails for yourself.
Yeah.
They look great. I'm like, damn,
Hey, we can try
he's
to make them
outshining
good.
me. I can't even do any better than that
Of
now.
course you could.
I
I learned
I don't
from
have
you,
to anymore.
but-
You're doing a great job.
I
Fix one of my little tooth.
You fixed his tooth. I love your little tooth. It's you.
So do you know that I have a baby tooth as well? And I had my great doc. He's actually my small group leader as well. and Dr. Sinkfield here in Murfreesboro, Family Dentistry, holler, fantastic people. They took care of me, and so I have a porcelain
Fake tooth.
a fake tooth over my baby tooth because I was super self-conscious about it. And my friend Wendy, who works for the doc and also used to work out with, I think you may have met Wendy once or twice, but well, she's amazing. She's my sister. She might as well be Puerto Rican. Okay. She would yell at me to smile right because I was so self-conscious of it. I would have a crooked smile to try and cover it. And now it's like my top teeth are great. They're straight. But it was all because of the doc.
Yeah.
He gave me my confidence
Brendan,
back.
do you want to go meet his doctor?
Dr. Sinkfield, man.
He's a grown-ass man. He can pay for it for himself
They'll
now.
take good care of you. Great people.
Huh?
Maybe in a few years.
Yeah, he's been a little bit tight right now with cash.
They'll work with you. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's the nephew.
The hookup?
I got the hookup.
My God. I mean, you do have good insurance.
Hey, they don't call me the unk for nothing. You know what I'm talking about, huh? But there's benefits to this family. But yeah, great people. Sinkfield Dentistry, Family Dentistry. Please look them up. But they gave me 100% my confidence back.
I love that we can support local businesses.
1,000%.
I have a vision for that. I'm really excited about. I've kind of talked to you about it, but that's my long-term goal is getting involved more locally.
I've been doing that just on a personal. I just like my friends that had their personal training, they Old Glory training, strength and conditioning, Taylor and Kyle. I did one where like I was just so grateful from my YouTube channel's at 3,500 subscribers.
I can't even wrap my head around that. That's insane.
I don't understand it. Thank you. I love you guys.
The
I appreciate
algorithm is in your favor right now, so ride that wave.
I'm riding that living bejesus out of it. But
those of us that have been around for 15 years, the OG, like nobody even knew what YouTube was. You what?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's just this platform we host our videos on. And I'm thinking I'm just sharing it with my family members, not knowing there's a little world out there. And I stepped into it. Anyways.
Well, you encouraged me, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And
I was telling you,
like,
YouTube's the hardest platform to grow on. And here you proved me wrong. You proved everyone wrong.
Well, it's been amazing, but and I've been trying to shout people out.
You've been doing the shorts, though.
It's been mostly shorts.
Yeah.
That has been coming from shorts. It was
weird. So I posted my first short, and it got thousands of views. I was like, what is this? If you want to grow a YouTube channel right now, the shorts are the way to go. Keep your long form content.
I'm doing like primarily shorts, and then
I live on YouTube. The only thing I watch is YouTube. I'm a premium subscriber.
Yeah.
Although honestly, I'm kind of pissed off at YouTube as well because it's been compromised by AI channels, and it's really difficult to find anything that's not AI generated. So I'm a little annoyed, but I still my primary source of consumption because I'm on there to learn for the most part. Yeah. And now you keep popping up constantly. I'll see it's our videos, and I'm like, and I just click away. I don't look. I get self-conscious when I see that stuff pop up. It will never recommend my videos, but it's now recommending yours. Yeah, it's
not going to recommend it to you. You know, I don't get recommended my own videos.
But when I see myself on YouTube, I kind of like, oh, what is that? I get a little knee-jerk reaction.
I get that. But back to your thing about supporting other people, I think it's just giving it right back.
Well, I know how to do it. Let me tell you my plan.
This. Can I shout these two people out real quick? Let me finish this thought. So I started doing this, like, thank you for supporting me. I'm going to dedicate an entire post to just helping expose, give exposure, not expose, give exposure to these local businesses or people with other careers trying to start something or launch something like we did, like I did, with our own stuff. And then other YouTubers are like coming on going, hey, this is a cool dude, follow his channel. And I think that is also helping me. People are sharing. So like Bull on the Throttle, 2 Up Junkies, GQ, it is just incredible. These people that are already creators and they're like, it's about time you did this YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Like, we're going to support you. And then they share and their followers follow. So if you pay it back and we just help each other out, man, we're all going to grow.
I got to tell you, it's the perfect match between you and I. Not only are you the perfect co-host and anchor, but you are great at sharing the message when I never liked doing it. You know, I've never liked doing it, and you are so consistent with it. I'm really inspired by it. I mean, I went through a season where I would do that for a few years, and I was really promoting, but I was getting paid. I was making my living from it, so I was a lot more involved with Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and after I shut it down, I've just never had that fire to redo it. But it would feel almost useless to do this project and not share it with anyone. So I'm grateful for you for doing all the sharing.
And whatever sharing you need, I will do, especially for the other projects.
Keep going. So speaking of,
because it's not work. Like, I enjoy this, and it's a good message. That's why I think it's also successful, because I really want the messages to get out.
Yeah.
And some stuff's funny and hilarious, and you guys, I want you to laugh too. But like, there's people that need to hear some of this stuff. Man.
Well, I like that post you made the other day. I watched it, or it was just a picture. It said, if you come to me for advice, I'm going to tell you to lift weights and pray or read your Bible or something like that.
I'm going
to talk to you about Jesus.
I'm going to tell you to talk to God and lift weights.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that. So, yeah, good advice.
Got to encourage each other, man.
Yeah, good advice. So I think my long-term vision, like long-term, is the Lighthouse Project. That's my dream. I talked to you about it, and I learned how to market. I learned how to use media to promote local businesses and just our community. And of course, I shut all that down, but I was doing it for a living. And I thought, no, I don't want to sell my work anymore, but I would like to help other people get into this market. So I thought the Lighthouse Project would be very similar to what I'm doing currently for a living, which is workforce development. And I thought like an after-school program to where the youth, if they want to learn, and I figured I'd start simple, start in media, create a program to where younger people can come in and learn a skill. I'll teach them how to use cameras. I'll teach them everything, ISO, shutter speed. I'll teach them the basics, teach them how to edit. And then instead of them sitting in like a classroom, I'll be honest, most of your, what do they call it, like media classes, you don't really do much. Your projects are like internal within the classroom, which drove me crazy. I'm in all these high schools. I'm like, why are you not using this media? What do they call the media inside of classrooms? It's called AV, audio, video,
Is that
something.
still a thing?
Yeah, it's still a thing. And I was like, why aren't you using your class to promote the other classes? Like the culinary school. Why don't you advertise? They should be advertising in their community. And so we've leveraged that a lot to help us promote a lot of the events that we do by bringing high school kids in, and they have a real project that they get to do, and they get to produce it for the world to see, rather than it staying in this echo chamber where nobody sees it.
And a creative doesn't want to be tied down to that. They want to get out and create.
Yeah,
That's
and they want people to see their art, because it is kind of art. You know, it came from your mind, your imagination. Yeah. So I thought, I can just go back and do what I did professionally, but instead donate, our time.
I love it.
Come in, my favorite places like the Alley on Main. I love Sean.
Yeah.
Come
fantastic.
in. Yeah, create a video for them for free at no cost. But if they provide them with the opportunity to generate a project or a product, then they give the product to the company or the store, whatever it is, small business. They can advertise it as they see fit. And then from that, bring in other industries. Maybe it's a welding company that wants to provide a subject matter expert to come in and teach a class, and then just kind of start small and grow from there. But a little grassroots, local only.
Keep it small.
Yeah, that's kind of been my vision. I was sitting in church, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was sitting next to you, and I had this like download, and I'm just documenting. I thought, okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
Now I need to pull the trigger and do it.
Execute.
But, I got a few things a few ducks I got to get in a row. What do you think about the plan?
I absolutely love it.
But it could be anything. I'm thinking of you as a mentor coming in like a men's coach.
I'm all about service.
Yeah, working with youth, teaching them about working out. Not just kids, but young people as a whole need good, positive guidance.
I mean, that's a simple yes for me.
Okay,
I will absolutely do that.
That's what I've been thinking about a lot.
It's funny because when he's at church and he gets inspired, it's so hard for him to keep himself contained. It's like a little kid waiting in line for like a roller coaster. Mm-hmm. Like all of a sudden he's vibrating and he's just sitting there and he's like, oh wait, but the pastor's talking. Okay, Carlos, listen to the service. And he's talking to AI and he's just like a bomb about to explode from excitement. So it's pretty funny. By the way, Sean, obviously the videos are free and all that, but if you want to throw us some like Really delicious Brussels sprouts. I ain't gonna be mad at you because I live for those from your place. Just saying.
I've done some work for them, and they kept me fed for a while. I ate good for a while.
Good.
Yeah, and that was
I had to do it because those Brussels sprouts, woo!
yeah, everything there's good.
It's so good. Yeah,
Everything on the menu is good. Like if I want to impress a client, I want to take them to.
that's where you go.
Yeah.
Wednesday's a great night there too. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I want to do is just these Buc-ee's of the world. I have no interest in supporting that whatsoever. Your local mom and pop, because I grew up that way. My parents were local small business owners. They would own 2 or 3 convenience stores, and it's hard to compete with the Circle K's of the world.
Of course.
So yeah, if we can offer free advertisement, and then these students that I'm developing get real life, real world projects where they can develop skills and go off into the world and create competition in the world of media. And that's just one. Then we can teach HVAC, we can teach electricity, mechanical, electrical. The sky's the limit.
Endless. It's endless there. Folks, if you have ideas or suggestions or people that could benefit from this, our emails are listed.
Are they?
They are. Our emails are listed. So serious inquiries only. And you can go to our individual pages. You can inbox us. Most of you know us. We're growing
Most
outside
of you have
our
my
box,
cell
but
phone number, so just text me.
yeah, so AI can ignore you. Even I got a 911 it so it gets forwarded to his drug dealer phone, and then I get a text back, "Hey, I love you, bro."
Let's see.
Look, see, I'm not kidding. But please, as a community, guys, that's the whole point. It's a two-way conversation. So please reach out. If you've got ideas, people that can benefit, people that we can help, people that we can have on, speak up because we listen.
So now on a serious note, can I tell a quick story?
I mean, that was serious.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know, obviously. So I took off. I took a couple days off, and I went up in the mountains for like 3 days, I guess. Just a little, reset.
I saw some of your videos.
Did you? Yeah. They're kind of all out of order because I forgot to post anything. I was
You look like Grizzly Man.
yeah. Well, I didn't really want to post, and I thought, man, maybe I should share this, because it's fun to see them a year later or whatever. And so the first night I was there, I get in pretty late. I wanted to sleep in my hammock. I tied it from a tree to the side of my Jeep, like the roll bar of my Jeep. And I lay down. I have Danny in the Jeep, and I fall asleep. Of course, I'm sleeping with a pistol because I know there's bears everywhere. It's a little nerve-wracking being out there with bears, and you're sleeping in a hammock like a big lunch taco out there, So
Why I got to be a taco?
well, that's kind of what it is. It's a hammock. So I'm asleep. And have you ever had one of those dreams where you're falling in your sleep?
Oh, no. I mean, I have, yes, but
Well, this wasn't
I'm
a
just
dream.
picturing this.
This wasn't a dream. I was laying there, and as long as my head was like pressed against the fabric, I could hear this. It was so subtle. I thought, what the hell is that? What is the straps are shifting, something in the Jeep, because it's usually tied to a tree. And I thought, okay, something's shifting. It's fine. Go to sleep. And I did. And I woke up falling, boom, right on my back. It broke on the head end, the strap. And so I'm laying there, and I'm thinking, did I sew that strap? That's all I could think about. Did my whoopee sling break, which is this thing we make? I'm not going to explain what a whoopee sling is, but I laid there for a good 45 seconds to a minute, wrapping my head around, am I injured? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know what I landed on.
Fingers, toes moving.
I felt nothing. It was like as if I landed in a feather bed. It was hard, but it didn't hurt. And I thought, this is weird. I was probably 3 feet off the ground. How is this possible? So you wake up from a dead sleep, tired too, and I'm looking at my watch. 12:30. Speaking of, it's 12. No, it ain't. It's 5:00. It's 5:03. It looked like 12:30.
Did you eat some
Or 6:03.
Did you eat some wild berries
No, I
while
didn't.
you were out there?
So I got up and retied everything and lowered the hammock way down so if it broke again, and I put a pillow underneath in case it broke again because I was so tired. But the next morning I investigated and I was like, nope, I did not sew those straps. They came with that hammock, and Brandon from War Bonded Hammocks sewed those straps in Colorado. Great hammock, greatest hammock I've ever. I have several. I have a couple of them. Best hammock ever. But I guess just years and 10 years, over 10 years of wear, it broke where it was sewn and it just snapped. So that little popping I was hearing was little threads going, and it wasn't a tear and fall. It was like a pop fall. It was crazy.
Well, maybe we should inspect our gear before we lay it out now. Maybe there could have been
never would have
signs.
dreamt.
There could have been signs,
Yeah, maybe. I'm going to have to get some new straps. Overall, the trip was amazing. The northern mountains of Georgia, if you're interested in getting away, you don't need a big Jeep like I have. A Toyota could do it. Even a Subaru. Speaking of John, great guy I met, in a Subaru that was scouting for bear and came up to warn me about timber rattlers. He had videos of timber rattlers. He said, this place is covered in bears. Don't let your dog wander off too far. I was like, thanks a lot. We're definitely sleeping on top of the Jeep tonight. But there's like 450 miles of just trails everywhere through the mountains of Georgia, and it's just national parks, and it was incredible. It's so beautiful. Just gravel roads,
beautiful.
3,000 foot of elevations, like 75 degrees. It's amazing. So 3.5 hours from here, you can be in the wilderness and limitless trails anywhere you want to go. Didn't need 4-wheel drive once. It was great.
Nice.
So if you're looking for a getaway, there you go.
I'm glad you got away. I did.
I wished it was about 12 days longer. That would have been good. But 3 days without a shower, I was like, this is kind of... I go out in the desert, and I take what we call the... we'll just call them baby white baths.
Yeah,
I'm not going to use the real term. Baby white baths, they work. But 3 days without a shower and that kind of humidity was a different... I'm thinking, no, I think the desert's... it's my cup of tea.
Ripe.
Yeah.
Would be the right
I don't
word
think
for
I
it.
stunk, though.
I mean,
can you smell yourself?
I don't know.
I couldn't smell myself.
Everybody
I did
likes
the
their own
test
brand,
I didn't smell anything. But yeah, it was just me and my dog, and we had the best time ever. She had a ball. She's a sweetheart. Yeah.
I'm noticing that you have really shifted from workaholic and highly stressed to I'm going to work, I'm going to break. I'm going to work, I'm going to break.
I'm doing pretty good with that.
Seems to be pretty good.
It's been months in the my attempt was to let my work work for me and do just more of a 9 to 5, no more crazy hours, just consolidate it down. And today was my first day at school, so I'll be in classrooms. Who would have thought I'd have been a high school teacher? Not that I'm officially a high school teacher, but I've got to be in different high schools every day. And we sat down and come up with a strategy today, and I'm pretty excited about my role and how I get to shape the future workforce of America in today's classrooms. And I said, we ain't doing PowerPoints. We're going to be in the class. I'm going to teach them how to solder. I'm going to teach them hydraulics, pneumatics, motor control, basic electricity, whatever they want to learn, whatever they have an aptitude for, I'll focus on that and develop curriculum around that. So that's the plan.
What do they call you? Are you Professor Nathan?
No, they've changed me to a versatility trainer, I think is what it's nothing legit. It's just
versatility
trainer.
Just
because so I could be versatile.
Sounds really DEI if you ask me.
No, it's just the same thing I was always supposed to be doing. I just been so busy I couldn't do it over the last couple of years. But it's fun working with them and seeing them light up when they're in there learning how to solder and the basic stuff. You just see there's so much potential in these kids, and I'm excited about figuring out what they're capable of. So
absolutely, this
is going to be a fun year for me.
Man, technical, the trades, like people still sleep on those, man.
Well, one of the instructors has to be out for a while, and I'd said, I'm not a teacher. Let's just get that straight. As long as there's a real teacher in there, I'm a lab instructor. I'd make a pretty good lab instructor. But I don't do roll call.
Adult.
I'm not doing the roll call. I'm not listening to your problems. We ain't doing any of that. That's what I'd said. That was like my deal. And then one of the instructors was like, I only want you to teach my class. I'm going to be out. And I was like, I'm truly honored, but no, thank you. I'm not built for that. And then I took some time. I prayed about it. I thought about it. And I thought, you know what? I think this is going to be a blessing.
I think it'll be good for you too.
I think it will be. Yeah. I think it will be.
That's awesome, dude.
For once in my life, a little bit of consistency. So I felt so optimistic today, just sitting down with the first instructor. I worked with him on codexes and how to organize his life and how to manage his classroom, and not his classroom, but the curriculum, because he's a little bit overwhelmed. This is his first year ever teaching. So, I'm
That's pretty cool, man.
Optimistic, man. I feel a little bit freer each day. I feel like a bag of shit is off my chest.
Well, there goes the cursing, Miss Barbara.
A bag of crap off my chest.
I've been following suit. I have been following suit.
Yeah.
I have resigned from a couple positions, or at least put it out there that I have resigned from that you've got me till the end of the year.
No kidding.
And
Or you spread thin?
I can handle it, but it was still a lot.
Doesn't matter if you can handle it. Should you be handling it?
I am going to be a little more selfish with my time and do a little more of what I want to do. Yeah. I try to be involved in a lot. I love helping people, and that will fill up my calendar really, really quickly. Yeah. And then sometimes I end up kind of burnt out.
Do you think I can put some time on your calendar?
Absolutely. Come on, brother. You've got the password to the calendar, son. But I've been following suit. I'm going to honor all my commitments and do everything the right way. But my intent is that my next year is going to be a very open year for me outside of work, the podcast, and my passions. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. And that's not to say I won't go back to certain things, you know, or groups or things that I've been involved with, but I need a me break.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to investing back in my personal projects, investing in him. He's hungry for some direction. So I went and bought us a new drone today to keep him busy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I let him make some money. He loves me. He's like, dang, this money comes easy. I'm like, well, when you got a reputation you can leverage, it does come easy. But I've built a network over my life, and he understands that. Kid. Oh, no. Listen, he does amazing work. I had a buddy of mine text me the other day and was like, your kid is amazing. I'm like, yeah, that's the way he was raised.
Attaboy. I'd expect nothing less.
We have only the highest standards, right? Yeah. I'm so proud of him. So proud of all my sons. But I'm getting to work. I mean, the oldest one I got to work with hand in hand for years. And now I'm excited about investing in him.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
It makes me happy when I see that. It makes me think of my dad. I tell you that all the time. I wish I'll say it again. I don't care. Treasure it, dude, because like the moments you have with your dad, I long for those times where I could just sit and chat with him and learn with my old man.
I don't want to speak for you, but I think you do treasure it. He comes in here like excited. I mean, this kid's got a million
you
things.
can see it, but I'm always going to say it because I'm missing it. You know, like I don't want you to forget it because it's real easy. Not you particularly, also, but it's easy to take people for granted.
Also, I have to be careful not to take him for granted.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
It's two-way street.
The people that support us, that invest in us, it gets pretty easy to forget how you got to where you're at.
That's right.
And it's easy to overlook them and take their value for granted. Mm-hmm. And that's why it hit me the other day. I need to remember how much of a burden he's taken off my plate. I need to give him a little shout out.
Yeah.
And so I am truly grateful for you. I swear from the bottom of my heart, man, I am so grateful for what you do. He's learning a skill.
Yeah.
He's committed to this. So if he keeps taking responsibility away from him, I'll keep finding ways to compensate him and give him other responsibility.
And Unc is doubly proud, son.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Think this is a good little download?
Yeah, I think this is good. 3 minutes. Is that how long? What do you mean 3 minutes?
53? Oh, yeah, that worked good.
53 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cut it short.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No, I'm good. They don't want to listen to us ramble.
You want to tell them where they can buy Portaband saws for a good price?
Gonna go ahead and say that's your department. I'd be calling Nathan. Hey, where do I get this Portaband saw?
Well, I hope it creates some conversation around it. I really do. I hope people get involved and quit being sheep.
I think it will.
And quit acting like nothing. I mean, if we affect one or two people here and there, that's great.
Oh, and there's a flock camera site where you can see where they're all listed, intersections and everything. Allegedly. I'm not telling you or directing you to do anything, people. I'm just saying...
I was going to build one.
They're easy to find.
And then I looked it up and shit, there's so many people on top of this. I'm like, dang, I am behind here. So thank you to all the patriots out there doing your civic duty. I am grateful for you and keep it up. That's it.
I second that emotion.
Until next time. So long, friends.
Later, kids.